1618. Europe stands on the brink of annihilation. A storm of faith, ambition, and vengeance is about to consume the continent. For 30 long years, fire and plague will devour cities. Millions will die. And the shadow of that war will haunt Europe for centuries.
100 years have passed since Martin Luther's Reformation tore Christianity apart. Now, Europe is split in two. In the north, Protestant rulers preach reform and freedom of conscience. In the south, the Catholic Church and the Pope fight to restore unity. The air is thick with suspicion, a powder keg of faith ready to explode.
In England, Protestant King James fears a Catholic uprising. In France, Catholic rulers tremble at the thought of Protestant rebellion. Everywhere, whispers of conspiracy echo through royal courts. And in the Netherlands, Protestants still fight their long and bloody war for independence from Catholic Spain.
But nowhere are the divisions deeper than in the Holy Roman Empire, a vast mosaic of duchies, kingdoms, and free cities. Voltaire would later call it neither holy, nor Roman, nor an empire. Each state rules itself, but all answer to one man, the Holy Roman Emperor, chosen by 7 powerful princes.
For generations, the Habsburg dynasty has held the imperial crown. They rule lands stretching from Austria to Spain and across the seas to the Americas. The emperor is the guardian of the old faith, Catholicism, but his empire is now split by the new Protestant order.
Since the Treaty of 1555, peace has hung by a thread. Cuius religo, eius religio, whose realm, his religion. It sounds simple, it is not. You cannot dictate belief by decree. As Protestants and Catholics struggle for souls, the empire drifts toward chaos.
The spark comes from Bohemia. Here, the nobility is proud, independent, and fiercely divided by faith. When the Catholic King Ferdinand orders Protestant churches destroyed, the nobles act. On May 23, 1618, they storm Prague Castle and throw 2 of the king's envoys out the window. They fall 30 meters and survive. Catholics call it a miracle. Protestants say they landed in a dung heap. Either way, rebellion has begun. Bohemia rises in open revolt. Ferdinand rallies his allies, the Duke of Bavaria, the Lutheran Elector of Saxony, and above all, mighty Spain, eager to protect its empire. But enemies are everywhere. Bohemian forces march on Vienna, while Transylvania, backed by the Ottoman Empire, invades Hungary. The fire has spread.
In 1620, Imperial and Catholic League forces meet the rebels outside Prague at White Mountain. The battle lasts barely an hour. 1,000 Protestant soldiers lie dead. Bohemia's dream of independence is crushed beneath Catholic steel. But this is no peace. It's the beginning of 30 years of ruin.
After victory comes vengeance. Ferdinand orders executions across Prague. The heads of rebel leaders are displayed on the city walls. Their lands are seized, their people exiled. The message is clear: defy the emperor and die.
Spain joins the emperor's campaign to cleanse Germany of heresy. From 1621 to 1623, the Catholic League marches across the Palatinate and Rhineland. Town after town burns. Protestant princes to the north watch in terror as the tide of war rises toward them. By 1625, the King of Denmark takes up the Protestant cause. A new army marches south. Behind it, the hopes of all who fear imperial domination. But the emperor's champions, Count Tilly and Albrecht von Wallenstein, are masters of war. For 3 years, they drive the Danes back, until at last, in 1629, Denmark falls. Ferdinand stands triumphant, But peace is nowhere in sight.
Europe burns. The Holy Roman Empire lies broken, faith shattered, its people starving. But even now, darker storms gather to the north. For soon, a new warrior king will rise, a man they will call the Lion of the North, and his arrival will change the course of history forever.